Conflict management. Hello DHLites, my name is Richa Maheshwari and welcome to this particular video which will help you to enhance your performance and productivity at your work. Today we will talk about conflict management. And on the agenda for this particular video, we will discuss the following points. What is conflict? Reasons why conflict arise at workplace? How to diffuse a conflict? Is conflict really negative? And techniques to resolve conflicts in a healthy manner with work colleagues. Have you ever been involved in any conflict at your workplace and you didn't know how to handle it, which led to a stressful relationship with your work colleague or with your team member? Well, worry not. In this video, we will provide strategies and skills to effectively handle conflict. So, what is conflict? Well, conflict is a serious disagreement and argument about something really important. If two people or groups are in conflict, they have had a serious disagreement or argument and have not yet reached an agreement. Causes of conflict in the workplace. Every employee has certain needs and certain expectations at work. And conflict could arise in the workplace when people feel that these are not being met or are being ignored. So let's understand what causes workplace conflict. Conflict in the workplace could be the result of the following things: unfair treatment, unclear job roles, inadequate training, poor communication, poor work environment, lack of equal opportunities, bullying and harassment, personality clashes, and lastly, increase in workload. So friends, now let's understand how to diffuse a conflict. Imagine this: you have had some serious arguments with a colleague or a team member. The disagreement or conflict has become so intense that everyone is aware of it, and it is affecting your day-to-day working with that person, leading to inefficiency and lack of productivity. On top of it all, it is causing you to actually think of quitting your job. Sounds familiar? Now, let's understand the process and strategies to handle workplace conflict. The first one, watch for warning signs. Well, warning signs often indicate that a conflict is about to explode. A co-worker's conversation starts showing sarcasm, subtle rudeness, and passive-aggressive behavior, like forgetting to do the tasks that are important to you. When you see this kind of behavior, move quickly to diffuse the conflict before it gets out of hand. Second, don't assume you know what's going on. Realizing that you might be wrong from the start makes conflict resolution simple. You just need to admit you're wrong and move on from there. Thirdly, start a friendly conversation. Well, even if you feel irritated and angry at your co-worker's behavior, you should approach him or her in a friendly manner, not aggressively. For example, "Hi Rahul, I have noticed that something seems to be bothering you. Do you want to talk about it?" Fourth, listen. Really listen to what the other person is saying. When the other person starts to explain, comment, or criticize, put all your attention on listening carefully. Don't frame what you're going to say in response. Just listen as carefully as you can to what is being said to you. Become an active listener. Fifth, remain calm no matter what. Even if what the other person says makes you feel emotionally attacked, don't react in anger or frustration. Set your emotions aside, at least for a while, because injecting them into the conversation at this point will only escalate the conflict. Sixth, try to see the other person's point of view. Once you have heard your co-worker out, do your best to see the situation from his or her perspective. Seventh, when you are wrong, admit it. If you are wrong, it's absolutely all right and in fact humble to admit your mistakes. 8th, ask the other person's advice on how you can best resolve the conflict and also put forth your viewpoint. Then try to come to a common consensus. I am sure if you follow these above steps, you would definitely be able to diffuse a conflict. So, what do you think? Is conflict really negative? As we learn to handle conflict in a constructive manner, we are able to appreciate that disagreeing with others is not always negative or a destructive process. Properly handled, conflict can lead to healthy sharing of ideas and opinions and can ideally allow us to accommodate new concepts and ideas. Well, conflict is a part of our everyday life. Most conflicts arise out of disagreements with others about how we should behave, act, or even think and feel. Conflict is a natural part of life, and without it, we would not be able to challenge each other and even do better or be better, but would merely passively accept what is being dished out to us, just like robots. Most of us have been conditioned to view conflict as an unpleasant thing. Hence, conflict by itself is not negative. If we handle it in a mature and constructive manner, it actually can help us grow productively and efficiently. Now friends, let's take a quick recap of what we have learned in this particular video on conflict management. We have understood what is conflict and what causes it. How do you diffuse conflict at workplace? Understanding that conflict is not really negative. It depends on how it is handled, which classifies it as positive or negative. That brings us to the end of this particular module on conflict management. I do hope you have enjoyed listening to this particular video and have gained insights to how to manage and handle conflicts in a constructive manner. Thank you for your time to watch this video and happy learning.